So you may be thinking about converting your car over from drum brakes to disc brakes, and that's a great thing. I mean, that's the new thing everyone's doing nowadays, but everyone's application is different. Everyone's driving style is different. So I just want to give my opinion on that topic. Some people need it more than others, and depending on, like I said, if you're drag racing, your autocross, and you need that stopping power, by all means, you want to be successful to brake fade. And I would definitely encourage you to go disc brakes. But if you just want to cruise around town on the weekends and just you're driving moderately, you give yourself enough space between cars, you're not riding people's bumpers, then I mean the drum brakes will work just fine. And I mean, they actually have less rolling resistance than disc brakes as well. But if you set them up, they're adjusted right. You place all the hardware and the shoes and the drums, etc. Then you'll have no problem. You'll have no problem stopping the car. They tend to get a bad rep, but a lot of people actually set them up incorrectly. They'll install the wheel adjusters on the wrong side, and just not familiar with the drum brake system. I mean, that's pretty common. But drum brakes are considerably cheaper than disc brakes if that's a factor for you as well. Yeah, I mean it costs more to replace rotors and pads and just to convert the whole car over to disc brakes in general. And I mean another thing too is if you want to go power brakes, you gotta worry about depending on the size of your camshaft, how much inches of mercury you have. Like this engine in particular, about 10 inches of mercury. So in stop and go traffic, I'm fine, but the pedal may stiffen up a little bit, depending on how much I really need it. But I mean, for the most part, I'm fine with this setup, and I have no issues with it. But that's one thing to consider as well. Depending on your size, your camshaft, you may end up needing possibly a vacuum pump or a vacuum canister, like a reserve, so you have enough vacuum to actually operate the power brakes. So manual setup may be in your future. I actually prefer a manual setup. I feel as though I have more control over the car. I have no problem with that. But teach their own though. And disc brakes work amazing. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, but not trying to get them a bad rep or anything, trying to sway your opinion. Just want to give my thoughts on the topic. Maybe it could save you a couple dollars if you were wondering if you really need disc brakes or not in your vehicle.